popular ice cream. Although it's only here for a short time, we sell more of it than any other flavor. And once you taste it, you'll know why it wins the popularity contest. We make it from scratch by mixing in the juice from our hand-selected peaches and big chunks of fruit. That's what gives it that unique peachier flavor. And that might also explain why peach season at UDF doesn't last long. UDF Peach Ice Cream, made for you.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You need reliable appliances to help you conquer the day. And Menards is the one-stop shop for huge savings on new energy-efficient appliances. We carry the largest in-stock selection, starting at low prices and ready to take home today. Check out our top appliance brands, including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Upgrade today and save big money on new appliances right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices. Fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Steaks in the value pack. They're only $7.99 a pound with your card and digital coupon. Limit 5. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Morning Juice.
I love the ends of the loaf of bread. It is phenomenal.
Yes, thank you. You know what? It's like a bun. My kids won't eat them. I make them eat their bread.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Hey, John. Why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
It was a quiet night in Columbus, maybe a little too quiet. Me, Philip Flapper, plumbing detective. I was finishing up for the night when she walked in. Long hair, 2 legs, a couple of arms, a nose, elbows. Pretty standard equipment for this neighborhood. I looked at her, she looked at me, and then we did that thing where we both spoke at the same time. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, that was awkward. We went on to talk about clogs, funny odors, water going down the drain too slow. This is above my pay grade, I told her, and gave her this website, apexpros.com. They're the pros who knows, the kinds of plumbers who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And believe me, what's down those pipes is dirty. Ugh, call the pros, Apex Pros. And that was it. She walked out of my life, using those legs I told you about earlier.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear from Apex Pros. Apex plumbers are the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Valley Ford of Columbus is proud to announce the grand opening of their new Commercial Truck Center. Centrally located off I-270, the new Valley Ford of Columbus Commercial Truck Center features expert sales, service, and parts for your business. Choose from over 300 commercial trucks and vans ready for delivery right now. From the area's best selection of transit vans, E-Series, Super Duty, light duty pickups, and more. It's all at Valley, including Ford E-Transit vans too. Need upfits? In-stock specialty upfits include dump and stake beds, plows, utility beds, lift gates, box and reefer bodies, and much more. The Valley Commercial Truck Team has 50-plus years of commercial sales experience and over $80 million in commercial truck inventory across all locations, with over $1 million in parts inventory at each location. I was in getting my Mustang's oil changed, and I saw some commercial trucks getting serviced at Valley Ford. They take care of you. The new Valley Ford of Columbus Commercial Truck Center on Kime Circle in Hilliard. Online at valleyfordofcolumbus.com. Oh, yeah, and if you're not looking for a commercial truck, they've got a ton of F-150s with great financing right now. valleyfordofcolumbus.com.
Instead of annoying national people talking to you this weekend, we've opted for annoying local people. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
The thing that disappoints me, in the former player mindset is, they got the ball with, 8 minutes something to go. We could have stopped them 3 and out. They got a first down on a simple stick route. And we ended up getting the ball back, but it was a minute and something left, right? And they got a field goal out of that drive. And you're like, if you just get the ball back in that 3 and out, that's the job of the defense. When your number is called, it doesn't matter what situation you're put in. You got to figure out a way to get it back. and you got to rise up for that just one play, and we didn't do it. So that's been a big focus, not only as a team, but also like defensively. It's like Coach Knowles hits it all the time. Like, we can't, that's the hardest thing, is you got to stay urgent in that mission. And so there's random times, man, during spring ball where I would just start the meeting off with how many days. And that's it. You just ask the room, how many days? And one of the guys will know. My meeting room is right, you walk right by that wall where the clock is. But you ask randomly, because it's so easy just to be like, you know what, I'm going to show up to work today. I'm going to get a workout in. I'm going to get through this practice, not really attack and give. I'm just going to get through it. And be like, oh, yeah, we care about that game, but it'll come. They'll get there. Like, no, how many days? How many days is it? And then you just constantly refresh their minds.
As James Laurinaitis on with the Common Man this past Thursday. If you missed any of that, 3 hours of really good stuff, and 3 hours of really good stuff with Common Man and Tyvis yesterday. Our YouTube channel, wherever you do your podcasting, just search Common Man and T-Bone. It'll come right to whatever device you're using. Everything we do on the Fan is podcasted, is on YouTube. There's not any way you cannot find what we do. So when you hear that, when you hear James discuss the 8 minutes, really 8 minutes of agony of last season's Ohio State-Michigan game, what goes through your head? As a man who was as successful as one can be against that team up north, and who is right now wearing a pair of gold pants around his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that there are guys on this team who do not have that.
You know, first of all, that's a shame.
I agree with you.
Like, it really hurts the soul to hear that, because I feel like everybody should at least experience that. And the thing is, times have changed, and I think people got to realize this, you know, and as I'm getting older and mature, I'm starting to figure this part out. When I played at Ohio State, it was obviously we took the game serious. Like, we did push-ups, which I still believe they do now. I still think they do the same thing. I think now is more of an emphasis on it now because of the past results for the past couple of years. But with us, like, we were just so head and shoulders better than them. Like, it was just clear as day. We were better than them. And the coaching staff was better. The culture was better. Everything was just better. And as of lately, they've done a really good job of catching up, you know, and that's the thing. We haven't done enough to separate ourselves. We had this huge lead on them, their whole program. And for some odd reason, over the past few years, we've let them catch up and pass us back. And, you know, that's what rivalries are about. You know, some people get better recruiting classes, some people get better players, and they show up. But what makes the last 3 losses just so bad is because you know you have a better team. You know you have a better coach. You know you have a better culture. But for some odd reason, y'all fell short. And that's what's the part of it that's so frustrating. Now, when James says, you know, they needed to get a 3 and out, he's right, 100% right. You know, the thing about the defense is they got so much praise last year for how great they were.
And they were.
They were unbelievable last year at times. But when you needed them the most, and that's the thing, and that's the thing about defense that you hate the most, especially when you play in the secondary. You could go out there for 70 plays and play lights out for 70 plays. For the 71st play, if you give up a touchdown or a big game, you stink. The whole game is your fault. But that's what I like about defense, because it makes you play perfect. It makes it to where you have to have the mindset that if they don't score, they don't win. Like, that's just what it is. We can't control what the offense do. You know, the offense is supposed to be great, but it's at times people struggle. But at the end of the day, if they don't score, they will not win that game. And you have to have that mindset. And if you relax just one play and give him just one thing, it can be the cause of the whole game going sideways. And that's what they experience. And that's what James is talking about. They're really trying to get it in their mind that you have to be perfect. That's just what it is. You have to be on your A game every day. You have to play every play like it's your last play. You can't give up anything because that might be the deciding factor. And that's a mindset thing. And I think they're doing a really good job of trying to remind them of that and try to keep that instilled in them, how delicate this thing is, how perfect you have to be. So hopefully that materialized to something when we see them at the last game of the season.
And it goes back to making the days count, right? The game will get here. Like, you have the countdown clock, and we've got it up at 971thefan.com. It'll get here. You have to do what you can every single day to make sure you're doing everything you can to beat that team up north the final game. But you've also got to make it through Iowa. You've also got to make it through Oregon. You've also got to make it through Penn State. Like, those have to be in the front of your mind all at the same time. It's such a delicate balance for the coaching staff to have to, constantly keep the main thing that week, but also every day's got to be about Michigan.
Yeah. I mean, until you beat them. I mean, that's been your Achilles heel. Until you beat them. But when you look at the Buckeyes schedule this year, obviously they got some little tune-up games, but they got some big games in there. The Oregon game is as big. It's really
one of the biggest in the country this season.
Yeah, I think a lot of people going to tune in that because you really, when you think about what the Wolverines lost, you think that, all right, that game's going to be easier. But what you don't realize is now you got guys that's hungrier because they realize, and it's the funny thing, and it means a lot because Coach Meyer used to say it, that if you in that game, careers are made and legends are born. Yep. And in that game, if it's such a supposedly supposed to be down year for them, nobody's expecting them to do anything. So just imagine a guy who we never even talk about go out there and make a big play that decides the game. They're going to be hungrier now because they're going to think, we got them. We figured out the culture. We figured out we're a much physical team. Our foundation is better. It doesn't matter who the coach is. It doesn't matter who's gone. We know how to beat them. We've learned how to beat the Buckeyes. So they're going to go out there and apply that same recipe. And it's up to y'all to show resistance and show no, that's not what it is anymore. And you have to nip it in the bud.
We'll get into rankings and what other people around the country, what some nerds think about Ohio State and what they think about Michigan in this next football season. But coming up next, Tony Alford, how dare you? It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
New 2024, up to 72 months Aria, N7A24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But these low interest rates won't last long. Lock in your 0% financing at Reichert Nissan. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
The Ohio Egg Fest is back for its 10th year, presented by Specialty Gas House and Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Join us for this big green egg grilling competition at Fortress Obetz on Saturday, July 27th. Enjoy all-you-can-eat food from 36 cook teams, live music from North to Nashville, cooking demos, giveaways, and more. Don't miss out on discounted big green egg grill packages with over $600 off retail and a lifetime warranty. Pre-order online at theohioeggfest.com today. Before they sell out, all proceeds benefit cancer research at the James. Get your discounted big green egg grills and your taster tickets now at theohioeggfest.com.
O'Reilly.
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Attention, boating enthusiasts. Bennington Factory demonstration models are at Buckeye Lake Marina. These exclusive demo units are loaded with the features built to dazzle at shows and exhibits. And guess what? They're all brand new with a full warranty. Some have never even touched the water. Hold on to your mooring ropes because we're offering dock-shaking discounts up to $40,000 only at Buckeye Lake Marina. These deals are hotter than the summer sun and won't last long. Visit Buckeye Lake Marina and make your dream boat a reality today. BuckeyeLakeMarina.com, where your adventure begins.
Listen up, gamers. Mountain Dew has always been your go-to for a refreshing citrus kick. Now it's also your go-to for gaming rewards. With Mountain Dew Gaming Rewards, you just look for codes under the caps of specially marked 20-ounce bottles of Mountain Dew. Enter those codes online to bank points, and then redeem them for awesome gaming gear. Everything from gift cards, game copies, controllers, consoles, custom Mountain Dew gaming gear, and more. Join Mountain Dew Gaming Rewards now.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18+. Subject to program terms at MountainDewGaming.com and 2525. Voter prohibited.
The Buckeye Show.
We finally found our CJ Stroud rookie card. The CJ rookie cards are going like crazy.
He's single-handedly saved Panini's football products for 2023.
The Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
At Meijer, we know there's nothing better than celebrating together and saving with fresh summer deals. Now through Saturday, get juicy sweet large seedless watermelon for $2.99 or sweet corn 5 for $1. Even tasty pork back ribs are just $2.99 per pound. You'll find even more fresh deals on crowd favorites like fresh from Meijer 8-inch fruit pies for $4.99 and Meijer chicken wings for $2.49 per pound. Shop these fresh summer deals at Meijer before they're gone. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in store or in the Meijer app.
I'm Kelly Burris, a partner at Cordell & Cordell. For over 3 decades, Cordell & Cordell has been on the front lines of family law. Divorce is more than just a legal process. It's a life-changing event that can impact your future, finances, and your relationship with your children. You've worked hard to build a life you're proud of, and you deserve a legal partner who will work just as hard to protect it.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Want to know anything about the fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Sports talk, weekend style. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
So this is the standing segment for you, huh?
Yes.
Have you done your hourly crunches?
Not yet.
All right.
I realized yesterday that I could actually do 100 in one break. So
you do 100 crunches in 5.5 minutes.
Well, it's not just 100 crunches; it's 100 abs in one break. I think I might go to planks today.
Oh,
1 second might equal 1 rep. So maybe I'll do.
You do a 5-minute plank?
No.
Okay.
I'll just do 1 minute in 40 seconds. That's 100.
Okay. Well, you got a couple minutes still left in the hour before you can break your intermittent fast. So. Tyvis looking forward to the top of the next hour. But earlier this week, I'd never heard of the John McAllister report until Michigan's running back coach Tony Alford appeared on it. And I know we had talked last week about Aaron Dunston, who was a recruiting staffer on Ohio State's squad, who left for an assistant general manager job with the Wolverines. Mm-hmm. And you never want a person to leave Columbus for that team up north.
Correct.
You never want that transition to happen. Mm-hmm. I think you're okay with poaching their talent, but this is a rivalry, right? Like this is supposed to be the rivalry in sport. Mm-hmm. This is supposed to be a 365-day-a-year siege. And the idea that one of your own would leave and go join them is terrifying to the point, or to the idea that what are they taking any home cooking with them? You know, what are they going to give them?
I think that anytime somebody leaves one program and goes to the exact rival, it's personal.
It becomes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It becomes I think the reason that they did it was a personal reason. I don't business wise, okay, but this has a lot of personal feelings. Like for example, if I didn't get offered by the Buckeyes and the Wolverines offered me, and I always wanted to go to Ohio State, I would go there just in spite because it's personal. So I feel like at some point, this got some type of personal feelings.
How could it not?
Yeah.
How could, again, when you're spending almost every single day of your year thinking about them, thinking about how to beat them, thinking about how to get an advantage over them, looking at them as the absolute enemy, then you go join them. That's tough. That's tough for everybody.
If things go sideways and the Buckeyes do lose this game, then Tony Alford is going to look like Kevin Durant when he went to the Warriors. So
yikes!
That's how they're going to be.
That's how they're fairly villainous from every other fan base in the country.
I think that's how they're going to view him.
But here's Alford talking about taking the Michigan job. Was it after 9 seasons at Ohio State?
as far as the job went, John, was just time. And I think sometimes it's just, this is such a transient job that we have. And we all know that going into it. 9 years is like an eternity in the coaching profession. And so I was very fortunate for those 9 years, as I said earlier. But I just think it was time. And I think it was time for them and Ryan Day and Ohio State. And it was time for Tony Alford. And so it wasn't, I don't think it was any one party saying screw you. It was never any of that. I just think for both parties, I think we both knew it. And it was just time. And I can tell you, I'm as happy as I've been in a long time as far as in my coaching profession. And I'm in a good place. And Sharon Moore and that staff have been nothing but open arms and kind and great to me and really good people. I mean, unbelievable people. And so for that, I'm grateful for them for embracing me and bringing me in from the rival, if you will, and in the way that they have. And like I said, but I just think it was time for everyone involved. I know it was time for everyone involved.
I think Marcus Freeman, upon taking the job at Notre Dame, the head coaching job at Notre Dame, found himself kind of in a similar situation. Because when I teased Tony Alford, how dare you, it was tongue-in-cheek. When he says, I'm as happy as I've been in a long time as far as my coaching profession, I'm in a good place, I think some take that as he was slighting Ohio State. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily know if that's the case. Similarly with Marcus, when he was, talking up Notre Dame a couple of years ago, people took it as, well, he must be slighting Ohio State. Of course, his alma mater. And I don't necessarily know if that's the case. I don't know if when Alford says, I'm as happy as I've been in a long time as far as my coaching profession, if he's necessarily taking the shot or if he's trying to prop up Sharon Moore and his staff, as he did later in that clip we just played.
Well, when I hear that whole interview, what I did to myself after listening to it is, you did a really good job. That was a very, I thought, a diplomatic answer. Public speaking wise, that is the professional way to go about things. I think that the difference between me and everybody else is, if you ask me, I think I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know a couple of reasons. But I think that was just a politically correct answer that he gave. Of course, I don't think he's taking a shot at Ohio State when he says I'm as happy as I've been. Maybe I can see how people take that, but I think it is trying to up the Wolverines because they've lost so much, and everybody expects like, oh, they're going to completely fall on their faces because they lost their talent, they lost their coaches, and he wants to be like, no, this is still a good program. Things are still being ran good, and it's just trying to shed positive light on the Wolverines. But there's a little shade there too, a little shade.
And you're always going to take it when, especially it's this personal, and the proximity between the two between the two teams, between the two staffs, the history. When all of that's there, there can't not be shade, right? Or it being taken personally, because you never mixing business and trying to make business decisions without hurting feelings or making people angry. It's impossible to do with an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry as heated and passionate as it is. He talks about the timing there. I don't know, man. You left a running back room with Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, James Peoples, Caleb Downs, to go to a running back room with Donovan Edwards and Benjamin Hall. All right. Glad. Look, you got paid more. So you got the bump in pay. I mean, that's where I guess I go to, I'm as happy as I've been in a long time, because you're making more money.
I guess money does make people happy, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
So, yeah, like I say, he politically, it's a politically correct answer, but you can look at some of the things as you just pointed out and tell that it's flawed a little bit. You can, obviously, like I said, it's much more to it all.
Because, yeah, I think it goes to an earlier point.
You don't leave that room.
If you're looking for it, right, you don't leave.
Why would you do that?
It's very hard to leave that room.
Exactly.
Now, I think from an Ohio State perspective, the coaches that you brought in to lead the running back room, you still have Chip Kelly there. You're good.
Yeah, fine.
It's fine. It's worked out probably the best scenario for everybody in the instances that it has. And again, for Ohio State, who still are in the 24/7 Sports class rankings, is number 1 for the class of 2025. I got to scroll down to 17 to find Michigan.
Well, yeah, I think they're going to struggle.
Now, they're loaded this year, talent-wise. Defensively, Donovan Edwards is back. Their quarterback's going to be just as much of a question, I think, as Ohio State's, really.
Orgy.
Yeah. He'd be the more mobile one.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on who their other
playmaker is, a quarterback?
No, well, not the playmaker at quarterback, but who their other quarterback would be to have their quote-unquote competition.
Oh, I have no idea.
Unless it's not a competition, but...
Yeah, I don't think it is.
I say all of that to say that looking right now, Ohio State, Michigan seem like it's, a little even Steven, but I kind of look down the road and wonder how long the Sharon Moore experiment's going to last. Because I think that's what this is.
Well,
and you've placated the fan base with the national championship, but...
Well, the good news for him is he did win one. He's 1-0 so far, so there you go. As a head coach, he is 1-0.
Again, I don't want to wish away the summer, but this is going to be a lot of fun.
It will be.
This is going to be a lot of fun in the fall.
This is going to be a really good season, obviously with the 12 teams playoffs, with Ohio State schedule, and then with the game at the end, with all of that animosity.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would imagine the running backs for Ohio State, they should be looking to go for at least 300 yards apiece.
Yeah.
If my old running back coach is over there and I feel like he just left us to go with the enemies.
Leave me and, yep.
Oh, I'm going for and I'm flipping them the ball.
You look at Travion Henderson, and it's like, how could he not take it a little personally?
And I'm flipping him the ball when I get it after I score.
Does EA Sports hate your favorite college football team? We'll discuss next at Sports Saturday on The Fan.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your foundation and damaging your home. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, here to introduce you to Tansky Power Sports. That's right, check out our growing inventory of golf carts, electric bikes, and dirt bikes. And the fleet keeps growing. This month, come rent a golf cart for the 4th of July. We're located at 2491 West Dublin Granville Road in Columbus. Visit TanskyPowersports.com to book yours today. And when you think power sports, think Tansky.
Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The best of rivals, the best of two leagues meet again this summer. MLS versus Liga MX face off in the 2024 MLS All-Star, starting Sunday, July 21st. After a weekend of soccer celebrations, MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T will come to Lower.com Field on Tuesday, July 23rd, featuring MLS All-Stars versus Liga MX All-Stars as they show off the best of their skills. The two teams will match up once more at the 2024 MLS All-Star Game, presented by Target on Wednesday, July 24th. For more information on tickets and events, visit MLSsoccer.com/All-Star.
It's a summer savings extravaganza at Kemba Financial Credit Union. You pick how you want your money to grow. Choose a limited time 13-month certificate at up to 5.25% annual percentage yield to lock in your savings with a $500 minimum deposit, or enjoy access to your funds anytime with a money market at 4.75% APY intro rate until October 31st with a $5,000 minimum balance and a $1 million maximum. Visit Kemba.org for details. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA.
It's time that we face the facts when it comes to organ, eye, and tissue donation. It exists to save and heal lives. It's a way to look out for one another, to continue a legacy and give the gift of a fuller future, the gift of life.
But what about the barriers around organ donation?
Cost, age, religion, race, or health status are not factors that can get in the way. All it really takes is one epic yes. Register today to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor at donatelifeohio.org.
New 2024, up to 72 months ARIA, N7A24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But these low interest rates won't last long. Lock in your 0% financing at Reichert Nissan. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Riker.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Jacob Reimer. The Cincinnati Reds look to bounce back after being shut out last night this afternoon in St. Louis. Carson Spears will be on the bump for the Redlegs, and he will face former Cincinnati Reds Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. First pitch from St. Louis is at 2:15. The Cleveland Guardians will look to snap their 3-game losing streak today in Game 3 against the Royals. Tanner Bybee will take the mound for the Guardians, and the Royals will throw Cole Reagans. They will get things started in Kansas City at 4:10. The first round of the NHL Draft took place last night in Las Vegas, and the Columbus Blue Jackets had the 4th overall pick. They selected center Caden Lindstrom from the Medicine Hat Tigers with that pick. And in the NBA, the Lakers guard D'Angelo Russell has decided to opt into the final year of his $18.7 million contract to return to LA next season. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
During weekend programming, pants are optional.
Look at my butt!
However, leather chairs may have been a bad choice. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Yes, you are. Eric Reister, Tyvis Powell, Jacob Reimer rolling along until 1 o'clock today. We're a little under half an hour from round 2 of the NHL Draft out in the Sphere in Las Vegas. In case you missed it, the Blue Jackets elected to keep the 36th overall pick, which I think will be the 5th pick of the day today. The Flyers were the team that they could have given it to keep their second-round pick in 2025, but that'll go to Philadelphia. CBJ will also pick at 69, 86, those two in the 3rd round, a 4th-round pick, a pick in the 5th, a 6th-rounder, but no 7th-rounder. We will keep you abreast to anything that does happen trade-wise, as Don Waddell has been open over the past couple of days, Jackets president and general manager, about their openness to deal. Like, they are open for business, as they should be. So all of that, and of course, with what happened in the NBA this week, we'll get into some of that. But on July 19th, Tyvis, EA Sports is going to release for the first time in over a decade a college football video game. I don't know if you've heard the news here.
I got it pre-ordered.
You've already got it ready to go. Pre-order. So you're the second person that I've talked to in a couple of days. It's got it sitting in the queue for, I think if you pre-order it now, you can get it on like the 17th or 18th. Before the official day on the 19th.
Yeah, you do actually.
You just got to pay a little bit more.
Well, see, I bought this. So EA Sports did this. It's the best deal going, right?
They've done such a good job with this.
They've marketed this perfectly. What they did was on the PlayStation Store, you can buy, and on Xbox, you can buy Madden and college NCAA together in one bundle and pay one price. And I think it's like $150 or something like that. Anyways, I did that.
Good deal.
I did that. So I got Madden and NCAA ready.
So you, what system do you play?
PlayStation. The crazy thing is I don't even play football games like that. Like I don't even play Madden like that. Like
so I wondered, and I've got plenty more questions about this with you, but I wondered who would be, I guess, dusting off the sticks, so to speak. Because of this game.
A lot of people.
You have people that don't play as many video games anymore because of life, of just general disinterest. And then when EA Sports comes out and says, all right, after a decade away, we finally figured out how to do a college football video game, you get everybody going, all right, what system do I have? What system do I need? Like, I want in on this.
A lot of people are purchasing systems and playing again because of this game, because everybody loved the Dynasty mode. That was like the thing. Take the Akron Zips all the way to the championship. Like that was what everybody loved to do. Created players, where you create your guy and take him through college, and then you could export him onto Madden and stuff like that. So everybody's coming back for that. And a lot of people were upset when this college game went away. So I would imagine there is a significant amount of people that's coming back to play this game.
This week, EA Sports did what they called Rankings Week, where throughout they had defensive rankings, offensive rankings, toughest places to play, and then overall team rankings. And I was I was really entertained by the conversation that was had for all of them. And this is one of the things that I love about sport is how passionate fan bases get, because it transcends everything, right? You get conversation everywhere about where your favorite team stands. And my favorite one was the toughest places to play. So they had their top 25 toughest stadiums in the country, and you've played at many of these.
Oh, really?
Kyle Field with Texas A&M was their toughest.
I haven't been there, but I hear the 12th man thing is serious. As a matter of fact, when I played for the Seahawks, they got the 12th man thing going on, and they kind of.
Who was the original 12th man?
I think it was Texas A&M. But yeah, that's when you get that 12th man thing, those fans take that very serious. So I can only imagine. I don't have no problem with that being number one.
And so this from EA Sports, the development team worked to compile a list of the top 25 toughest places to play, factoring in historical stats such as home winning percentage, home game attendance, active home winning streaks, team prestige, and more. The coolest thing with all of these rankings, they are subject to change in future updates. And so as stadiums get changed, as teams go on winning streaks, or as teams fall into slumps, as attendance grows, as attendance, suffers because of poor play on the field, all of that factors into these games. Recruiting, portal, it's the most comprehensive college football experience I think you get.
Okay.
And I think Kyle Field's fine. At number 2, and I didn't know that this was Bryant-Denny Memorial Stadium, but Tuscaloosa, Alabama goes at 2. Tiger Stadium at LSU is 3. Ohio Stadium, home of the Buckeyes, is 4. We do a segment on Bishop and Friends every Thursday called Higher or Lower. Where on this list would you have Ohio Stadium? Is 4 good, comparative to Texas A&M, Alabama, and LSU?
Well, it's not fair because I haven't played at those 3, so I wouldn't know.
I agree with you because I haven't seen games in any of them either, other than the shoe.
I would say that's fine. I would have Penn State above Ohio State, though.
So Penn State's at 6 with Beaver Stadium. Sanford Stadium at Georgia's 5. Camp Randall from Wisconsin's at 7.
I wouldn't say that's tough.
When did you play?
I love the jump
in
around.
Madison.
We played there 2012.
Okay.
2012.
Do you remember it being anything like? Because there's always with a game at Wisconsin, and we're guilty of this, of always talking it up. Of jump around, the student section, it's such a raucous environment. Did it ever live up to that kind of hype?
They first of all, it was a big game, Buckeyes versus Wisconsin.
Anytime Ohio State's in town.
It was a night game.
Okay.
Monty Ball was going for the record for, I guess, what is it, most touchdowns in a career or something, whatever it was.
He was going for the career touchdown
He was
mark.
going for that record, and it was on the line in that game. So everybody was there. The atmosphere was fine. It wasn't like we went in there and blew them out. Like, that wasn't the case. I think we were up by like maybe a touchdown going into the fourth quarter. The jump around was absolutely electric. We was on the sideline having fun because we were winning. If you're losing, I can see how that is miserable. But when you're winning, you can have a lot of fun doing that. Plus, the game was close, so the fans were still engaged. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. I like where you say that's at on the list?
That is at 7.
Oh, okay.
Because you
that's fine. The
you
big
thrive in those situations.
I wonder where the big house is.
Big house, you got to do some scrolling. It is at 16.
That's interesting.
Now, I've been to an Ohio State-Michigan game. It was 2011 when Beanie Wells ran all over Michigan Stadium, ran all over that field. Vernon Goldstein set up camp in Michigan's backfield. It was a cool environment. The stadium stinks. It's a hole in the ground, and all the sound travels up. And so by the fourth quarter, you could hear OHIO going around the thing because most of the Michigan fans had gone home. And so that was fun, again, as an Ohio State fan to experience, but a tough place to play. It's not one of those that you feel like everybody's on top of you.
I think the toughest place to play in the Big Ten is Happy Valley.
Okay.
But I mean, their fans is just loud. When it's a night game and it's the whiteout, it can be scary. It can be alarming. You see that white stuff flying around. Their fans have some very choice words for you that get you amped up. That might have been, I'm going to tell you right now, we played them in 2014. My mind was so far gone, Eric. Like I was like not a human at that time because I was in my mode.
Yeah.
And very rarely when I played, I got in these modes. But when you in Penn State, like that's why I always live for road games because you got to have that mindset going into the road. And for them, just the antics that they do, they make it 10 times better. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm going to show y'all tonight. I'm going to show y'all tonight. Don't ask me nothing. The phrase that we use is I'm on one. That's what I would say. I'm on one tonight. So
It's so interesting that to hear you speak like that and then to look at it, they call it the toughest places to play. You get up for that stuff.
Yeah.
You're as locked in as you ever are when it's
Eric,
when it's that kind of atmosphere.
See, I'm weird because
I would say it's weird.
I'm weird
it's different.
because when I hear stuff like that, like when I hear those places, I would love to play in those places because there's no better feeling than telling them to shut up.
And silencing the crowd.
Sit down. What are you cheering? Your team is down by 21. Sit down. Be quiet. Enjoy. Thank you for coming. Enjoy your ride home. Get home safe. It's no better feeling in the world than that. So I love places that is quote unquote scary to play because I want to be like, oh, really? Let me make this play and sit everybody down for a second.
So I think Penn State, you're going to get Sandstorm, but you're not going to get Jump Around at Camp Randall because EA Sports couldn't license that from House of Pain. And then similarly with Virginia Tech, they can't do Enter Sandman because it was too expensive to license that from Metallica. Lane Stadium is at 17 on this list, just one under Michigan Stadium.
But we're here, Hang On Sloopy in the...
You'll hear Hang On Sloopy. You'll hear the licensed fight songs from the universities and schools, but a band like Metallica, a band like House of Pain, it was just too much money to pay to them to license that.
Sloopy, hang on.
So just hang on real quick as I try to find what they did. What would you be more interested in, defensive ratings, offensive ratings, or overall?
Overall.
All right. So for the overall rankings, and again, they did such a really good job just putting these out every day, and it's just like a constant, they're just constantly, it's a slow drip into our veins of college football video game content. Georgia's the top dog in this game right now. 95 overall, Ohio State 93 overall, Oregon similarly, Alabama and Texas at 92. That tracks going into this season.
I mean, that is the top schools that everybody has penciled in.
Everybody's top 5 preseason-wise has some mix of that.
Yes.
Right? Like Clemson's in at 6 at 90, similarly Notre Dame, LSU 90s.
I don't know why Clemson is at 6.
I don't either.
They need I take Notre Dame over them.
Well, they're both similarly rated in terms of a 90 overall, but I'd asked Tim May a question yesterday on Bishop and Friends. I'm going to ask you a similar question about when players see this and the conversations that are had in locker rooms. It's next. It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon, even if this promo is playing in the morning. No judgment.
Oh, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
When you have to stop but don't really want to, stop at BP. Because BP has everything you need to keep it going. Fuel to keep the adventures going. The BP Me app to keep the savings and the commutes going. Snacks and drinks to keep the crew going. And the BP Me Rewards Visa to keep the rewards going and going and going. A stop at BP isn't a stop at all. Keep it going.
Hey there, friends, it's Bo Bishop here, and I want you to picture this. Cannonballs into the lake, s'mores at the fire pit, sleeping under the stars. Well, that could be you when you visit my friends at RCD RV. RCD is having its summer open house, and you don't want to miss it. Huge RV savings all month long in June. New travel trailers as low as $14,995. The area's widest selection, over 600 new and pre-owned RVs in stock. Start your summer adventure at RCD RV. Visit one of the 3 Central Ohio locations or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
New 2024. Up to 72 months Aria and 7/8/24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But these low interest rates won't last long. Lock in your 0% financing at Reichert Nissan. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Riker.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
Hi, it's Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Need a perfect gift? Check out the new line of Glock watches and other stunning jewelry at Worthington Jewelers. Make every occasion sparkle with Worthington Jewelers, where exceptional gifts await.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. When it comes to your roof, there's only one team to call, and that's the team at Newman Roofing. They're professionals. They'll be with you to support you throughout the whole process from the first phone call to the end. You'll work with their great team, so go check them out. Newman Roofing, the company you can trust. 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. We save our customers tons of money and frustration by simply inspecting their sewer, water, and drain lines with our high-tech cameras before there's a problem. Check out Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric at carpentercolumbus.com.
We go to war for you.
Insurance disputes can be a battle, a cage match, but we're here to win it for you. I'm Robert Scherger. At Scherger Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. Call us at 877-WARFORYOU.com or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes Monster Energy and Red Bull and Gatorade and Body Armor. And that adds up. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
O'Reilly. Need a little help? O'Reilly Auto Parts can help. Need advice? We've got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Skies are quiet for now, but showers and thunderstorms roll in this afternoon. We're talking about potential for high winds, potential isolated flooding, and then also isolated tornadoes. Those get started after 2 p.m. They do continue as we head through 5 and 6, slowly winding down by 8 p.m. this evening. Temperatures today in the upper 80s, Columbus hitting 87. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Doppler forecast on The Fan.
Live, local, and still slightly drunk.
I'm not drunk, all right? I just have a speech impediment.
This is Fan Sports Saturday.
It's coming. Tyvis is getting into game shape right now. He did a plank in the break. He did some crunches. He had a sandwich, breaking his intermittent fast, nice turkey sandwich on wheat. I don't actually know the bread, but I'm just going to assume it was wheat. We don't have to say anything else. He's drinking his water. He's getting ready for the Schmitz Cardale Jones celebrity softball game. Oh, it's coming. Why picnic when you can Schmitnick? It's presented by Monogram Homes and the U.S. Air Force, Saturday, July 20th. So you got a little under a month, Tyvis Powell, to get into game shape. It'll be 6:30 at Huntington Park. Current Ohio State football players against former Ohio State football players. Tyvis Powell included. Cardale Jones is going to lead the former players. Emeka Egbuka is going to lead the current players. Tickets only $10, and they're available right now. BuckeyeCruise.com. Again, Saturday, July 20th at 6:30. They're going to be a home run derby. The Tyvis Powell's going to hit a home run in, and then the game, Tyvis Powell will go yard it. He guarantees it. Yes? Did I speak for you?
That's correct.
Okay.
I ain't doing the home run derby.
What?
Though. I'm not doing the derby.
Why not?
Nah.
Okay.
I got to save it for the game.
Is that probably more current guys involved in that?
That is for the bigger guys. Even though I am up there now, huh?
You're a bigger guy.
You know what I mean.
Actually, you're all bigger guys from my vantage point.
You know what I mean. Those guys like the Zach Bournes of the world.
How tall is he?
5'2".
Well, that's just you're height shaming the man. But I would imagine he's probably, 6'1", 250?
Zach Board?
Yeah.
If Zach Board is 6 anything.
Okay, so in his program height, 5'11". All right. I say all of that to say you're just as big as he is because you're 6'3", 245.
Let me look. I'm curious to what's
While you look, I want to recall a conversation
6 foot. Yeah, okay.
I want to recall a conversation that Chops and I had with Tim May yesterday, who joined us. He was actually at a charity golf outing, I think somewhere in northeast Ohio with some former Buckeyes. I think Andy Katzenmoyer was there. I think Braxton Miller was there. And I had wondered with Tim when he was, on the beat for the Dispatch in Ohio State locker rooms, when these games would come out. Then they were called, EA's NCAA college football. And now the NCAA doesn't do anything, so EA's not including them in this, which is good because bleep the NCAA. If he ever overheard, or ever made content out of conversations with players talking about their ratings in the video games, because it's been said by you and plenty of other former NFLers and former college football players that I've worked with that when those things came out, those were hot topics in the locker room. Mm-hmm. Do you ever remember a time that when you got the ranking, you went right to a teammate and started just talking about his rating or your rating? Like, hey, you're a little low this year.
Yeah, when what are you talking about on Madden?
Both.
Well, 2K.
Because it might have been your last year at Ohio State was the last game.
So at that time, I was just a freshman.
Okay.
So when obviously incoming freshman, you're not going to be.
What was your rating?
I don't recall.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing great, I'll tell you that. Because it was a 3-star athlete.
You've just been, corner number 23 for Ohio State?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And I remember, at that point, that was my first time being on a game. So, I was just like,
I'm really.
I'm on the game. That's where I was. I could care less about the ratings. I was like, I'm just on the game for the first time in my life. I am on the game.
I'm really excited to see those kinds of reactions and to see, because I think Ohio State will do a good job of making that content come July 19th, and we'll be out for the first 4 days of Ohio State's fall camp. I want those I want to see what some of these kids are thinking, because it hasn't been out in for most of these kids' lives.
Yeah.
And now they're in a video game.
My point.
Quinshawn Judkins is on a video game. That's got to be cool.
That he's probably living the
on
dream.
The cover of a video game.
Yeah, I don't think I'm never going to get that type of glory, but
we do Broadcaster Simulator.
No, you have to be like John Madden to get on Madden. So there you go.
You got time, my friend.
But I think when the ratings came out, once I got to the NFL, and they actually held more weight, my overall was still never great. But this is the part that everybody goes to. This is the speed. They had my speed at 93, 94. And I used to just smile and be like, yeah. So I was always happy about that. But it was times where people, and you see it. If you get on social media, you'll see it. EA Sports drops the ratings, and it's players that always got some problems with that. I remember that I said something about when EA Sports put my overall out, and I said, this is what they think of me. And EA Sports tweeted me back and said, if you have a problem with your ranking, you send us some clips or you go out there and perform better, we'll always change your rating and stuff like that.
That's customer service.
Exactly. So I was like, so a lot of people use it as motivation. A lot of people look at their overall, if it's 77, they'd be like, that's what you think? All right, I'm going to go out there and have a good season, and I'm going to change it by the end of the season.
And I think with the because nobody has physical game discs anymore.
They still come out, but nobody really buys those.
You've got it in the queue of your PlayStation 17. I know Bo's got it in the queue of his Xbox, ready to just download.
Yeah.
It's already been paid for. It'll just come to the system.
Mine's is going to download. Whenever the first day is eligible, it's going to download the night before.
In California press a button, and it'll populate to everybody's game systems. My guess is weekly they'll have download patches that, fix bugs or update rosters.
Yeah.
And you'll have those updated rankings, say, as seasons progress or say as players develop.
Yeah.
And that's really the cool kind of live and in real time live and real timeness of this game and kind of the technology around it. We've also got, with the game releasing Friday, July 19th, you've got Big Ten Media Days at Lucas Oil in Indianapolis, July 23rd through July 25th. So that next Wednesday, there'll be a contingent of Ohio State players, including Ryan Day, We'll be just speaking in preparation of the season. So on Tuesday, the 23rd, Ryan Day is going to be speaking. It's kind of fitting. They did a good job of this, I think, of mixing some of the bigger coaches with the bigger schools over the course of the 3 days. Do you know if you're going to media days?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but I know when we do tailgate show, I've heard that I'm going to all of the West Coast schools this year. So
that'll be fun.
I'll be out there like Pac.
Will you get your schedule?
I ain't got it yet.
Okay.
They still iron out some final things, but I'm sure by the end of July it should happen.
So it's the Big Ten tailgate, Saturday mornings at 10?
At 10 to 11:30.
That's where you'll be able to see Tyvis Powell on the Big Ten Network. See, you say you're not John Madden, but I say yet in terms of your media presence. Because you're only 30. You're doing things like Big Ten tailgate. You're on radio. You're on YouTube. You've got plenty of time to reach that pinnacle.
It's John Madden.
Okay. It's Tyvis Powell.
It doesn't ring. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Did John Madden get a song made about him? There goes Tyvis, streaming right now on YouTube.
They got to put it on all of Spotify and Apple Music and all.
We'll see what we can do. I know the audio version is on Spotify, but it's inside of the podcast. But I know you can get it by itself on YouTube right now if you want to go listen. It's a tremendous cut.
It's probably his best work. It's some of Common Man's best work.
They made a poop song about the Columbus Crew that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm immature and I find that stuff funny. So no, it's the musical machinations of the Common Man, or machinations, excuse me, of the Common Man have been incredible.
My wife said it is unbelievably produced. It's a T Swift hit. That's what she said.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Okay.
It's the most amazing thing she's ever heard, and she's played it literally 10 times, and she woke up this morning singing it. So I've heard it again.
Is it going to become a ringtone?
Well, if it gets on Apple Music or Spotify,
no, you can make it your.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Well, she don't need to know that because that's exactly what she wants to do.
Tyvis, are you as mad as everyone else seems to be about Bronny James? Don't answer. Do it next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Whether you're popping the question or ready to say I do, there's only one true jeweler to shop for your one true love. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from The Diamond Seller. As a true jeweler, we not only have luxury designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. For more than 75 years, our expert staff has been caring for couples just like you and providing the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. Visit the Diamond Seller on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center. The possibilities are endless.
That's the sound of sweat falling drip by miserable drip because your AC has decided to call it quits in this heat. But the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team never quits. So no sweat. The Waterworks offers same-day AC service to help you keep your cool this summer. And that sounds amazing. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Hey, welcome to the IKEA Midsummer Sale. Hello. Save up to 50% on outdoor furniture and indoor essentials and have your best summer.
Oh, how about storage for my inflatable flamingos?
We've got you covered. Let's turn your space into a summer haven with space for birds.
Awesome.
Visit us in store from June 12th to July 9th or at IKEA-USA.com/midsummer. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
Join us for Gambling Things, Fantasy Sports, Gambling Things, and most importantly, Gambling Things. Hollywood Casinos on the Money, Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
The Fan.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Save big money at Menards and tame your landscape with 80-volt outdoor power equipment from Master Force. Designed with power and performance in mind, you can now maximize your productivity with a new Flex Connect system. Quickly switch from different Flex Connect attachments like the hedge trimmer, pole saw, string trimmer, edger, and more to turn the power of one tool into multiple. Kickstart your project today with Master Force at Menards and see the rest of our deals on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
It's time that we face the facts when it comes to organ, eye, and tissue donation. It exists to save and heal lives. It's a way to look out for one another, to continue a legacy and give the gift of a fuller future, the gift of life.
But what about the barriers around organ donation?
Cost, age, religion, race, or health status are not factors that can get in the way. All it really takes is one epic yes. Register today to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor at DonateLifeOhio.org.
Garnish your Bloody Mary with sports talk. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
We'll play a little bit of it sometime later in the program. There goes Tyvis, the anthem of the summer. Get ready to hear it, kids, at your 4th of July barbecues. As we're less than a week out from Independence Day. We are already rolling into the second round of the NHL Draft. Again, that thing's out the Sphere in Las Vegas. In case you missed it, the Blue Jackets kept the 4th overall pick. They used it on center Caden Lindstrom, the 18-year-old. He's 6'3", 215 pounds, a big body centerman that's physical, that enjoys contact, that is a guy that you can really lead a top line with. And so they've got him and, of course, Adam Fantilli. So that'll be a nice 1-2 punch here in a couple of years. But I think that's one of the first of many interesting moves for Don Waddell, as, again, he's captaining the ship. The whole thing's his as president and general manager of this club. They will pick at 36. So that's coming up here probably the next 20 minutes. He has said over the past couple of days, really, you've heard it from him, that they're open for business. They've got tradable assets. They've got draft picks. If you've got a good offer for them, they're willing to discuss this. And they, even up till the last minute before picking Lindstrom, they were thinking about moving forward. But he was available for him. He was the second player on their prospect list. Of course, Macklin Calabrini goes number 1 overall to the San Jose Sharks. He was number 1 on everybody's board. Mm-hmm. But if this is your number 2 guy and he's there, get him.
Yeah, you definitely take him. I think that, you know what, I'll be interested. If you were to trade Patrick Laine or Elvis, what would you get in return?
Players and prospects. I'm looking, if it's me right now, I'm probably looking for a defenseman with some NHL experience, a couple of years. Mm-hmm. That's, on at least maybe a year left of team control, maybe some draft compensation. If I'm not getting the draft compensation, then you're eating his whole contract. Because that was a big thing with both of those two, is you trade them, but right now their contracts are such that you're going to have to eat a little bit of it on your end to get them to go away. That stinks, but that's kind of the situation that Waddell found himself in with even several contracts that he was like, I can't imagine anybody looks at and goes, this is productive.
I still think that they need to all get together, sit down, and do a kumbaya and bring this thing back together.
Who's kumbayaing?
The Blue Jackets and Don Waddell. They all should just...
So you want the Blue Jackets...
Players,
Don Waddell, Laine Merzlikins?
Oh, yep.
Just all sit together and try to kumbaya through this.
Yes. Because I think that it could be something
I don't know.
there.
I think with Elvis, you can keep him this year, and then you can let him go. And it's fine for the year that's going to be for this Columbus squad, because they're not going to be very good.
You never know.
You don't. But I have I have a feeling that this is that the Jackets are going to be in a similar spot in 2025.
You know what?
In terms of draft.
I predict that the Jackets are. I would say that they are going to come 4 games from being in the playoffs. That's what I think.
Okay.
4 games.
I do not share your similar optimism. I rarely do.
Four games from being in the playoffs this year.
They could be closer to 4 games better than the worst team in the league.
I'm just telling you.
Okay, and I'm just hearing you. And now I'm just disagreeing with you.
You know, Eric.
I love your optimism, as always, with everything.
Eric, I'm on record right now for saying that the Guardians will finish top 15 in home runs this year. And everybody laughed at me when I said it. I think they are like 11th or something like that right now. So
who, the Cleveland Guardians?
Yes, in home runs.
I've got a bone to pick with ESPN for what they did with the Guardians. The San Jose Sharks have picked Igor Chernisov, left winger, goes to San Jose with, I believe, the first pick in the second round. So the Jackets are up here in 3 selections. You got the Hurricanes are on the clock. Anaheim Ducks pick at 35, and then CBJ at 36. They did make a trade yesterday. The Blue Jackets did. It was Alexander Texier goes to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for a 4th-round pick in next year's NHL Draft. And then after that, the Blues inked Texier to a 2-year contract extension worth $4.2 million. To that, I say, okay, great. Best of luck to you, Tex. But I think you trade a center, and then a couple hours later, you draft a center. So, okay. And we're walking, you know?
Were you upset that they traded this center?
No.
Okay.
No, I think Texier had spent last season overseas. I think was whatever he was, whatever he was dealing with. If it seems like, because the St. Louis Blues aren't going to give him a 2-year extension, if he's not got everything figured out, great. Wish him the best. Jackets found a centerman anyway. This is a couple other options available for the CBJ in terms of the draft. But yeah, it's one of those things that it came across my time. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Why does it look like how does these kids getting drafted at 18? They're not mandatory to go to college.
No. In Canada, Finland, Russia, they can go and play, and there's small, like lesser professional league, like they go to AAA.
They get paid for that?
Yeah. They make good money. Like Caden Lindstrom was
the only one.
So, right, football's the only one that's got that kind of a system going. The NBA had it for a little bit, now no longer.
What do you mean?
Well, the NBA now you don't have to do the college thing. You can go to the G League thing, or you go play overseas. Like, you don't have to go and do your 4 years. But it's a different developmental thing, right? With hockey,
that's a physical game.
It is, but if you're talented enough, you can make it earlier than you would for football. And similarly with the NBA. You saw Zachary Risachet.
Maurice Claret was he could have been one and done. He tried to be
kind of was. Yeah, he was one one and done, Tyvis.
I guess he kind of was.
Now, that was a terrific one. And I remember, as soon as they won the national championship game, a couple days later, I went out and bought a Fiesta Bowl branded 13 because I was enamored with how he played. Mm-hmm. He was, to this day, I don't think I've enjoyed a season with a singular player more, actually. I mean, there was the Justin Fields in 19.
Excuse me.
Tyvis Powell, obviously, in 2014. What am I saying?
I'm just sitting here looking at you like, I can't believe you sitting here saying this right now.
Charlie Ellick, come on down. Jackets using the 36th pick.
They all look young.
Overall, the 4th pick in the second round to take the young defensemen. They are all young, Tyvis. They're all 18, 19-year-olds. Even Matevi Michkov, the winger from Russia who wasn't supposed to be
2
here.
Years ago, right?
Yeah, he's coming.
What do you mean?
KHL let him go.
Really?
Uh-huh. So he's on his way, but he's only 19 or 20. Yeah, they're young. But
wait a minute. He got drafted and they released him? Is that what you're saying?
What's up?
So he's coming to the U.S. now? Or he's able to
played in the KHL under contract.
Oh,
and
that's right.
The Philadelphia Flyers drafted him. The idea was for at least 3 or 4 years, I want to say.
That is what you said. You was like, I don't want to do that.
A little earlier now. They let him, I think they kumbaya'd, like you say.
So now he's coming to the NHL.
Now he's coming to Philadelphia. Yeah.
That'd be interesting to see.
But yeah, this with the draft in the NHL, you can get picked by a team, but you can return to say you can go back to Canada or you can go back to college. Like that was the thing with Fantilli, was there was talk he might want to go back to Michigan, or he could. I agree with you, or get drafted by the Jackets. I think Jarmo Kekalainen came out and said, no, we told him as much. Like you're coming to Columbus. You're ready. Mm-hmm. And so there are players that are like that, but few and far between.
Okay. And this kid we drafted, Caden
Lindstrom.
He's good to go.
A tweener.
So you think he's going to be up in Cleveland?
I think he'll be in Cleveland next season.
Cleveland and Columbus. Maybe Columbus part of in?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. It's not impossible to say, but smarter people I think you would want to ask before.
But Fantilli is now fully...
Yeah, Fantilli not touching
Cleveland no more.
Cleveland Monsters.
I just want to, he was back and forth.
Fantilli?
Wasn't he?
No.
I thought he played for them for I don't think he ever. The end.
I don't think he. No, he's injured.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had done that with a couple of players because I think there is good experience to be gained from this, but no, Fantilli. That's he's getting healthy, and he's going to rejoin this squad. They've got their prospect camp next week at Nationwide, so I think the plan is to get Caden Lindstrom there to skate around with some of their other prospects, which would be a cool thing. I think if they open it up to the fans, and we'll have more information if they do that. I completely forgot what I teased for this segment, but it was the Bronny James stuff.
Yes, it was.
That I'm now just remembering. I thought it interesting this week. You had the NBA draft, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the NHL draft Friday. So
I don't like the 2-day coverage of the NBA.
No, I don't either. I mean, but again, I'm anti do it all in one day.
The reason why they did that is because of Bronny. That's why they needed. Because if you would have just did it all in one day, everybody.
They did a whole day of NBA draft coverage for Bronny.
Yes. You know how many people tuned in for that?
We'll dive into that next. It's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And, well, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate. Because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Join us at Twin Peaks for every Copa America match today through July 14th. How will the U.S. fare against our neighbors to the south? Watch every game with 29-degree draft beers and wall-to-wall scenic views.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
One of the most important Buckeye football seasons ever is coming. The Fan is your home for all the news and interviews you need as fall camp approaches. Join us. We're a friendly bunch of degenerates. Your Buckeye station, The Fan.
Whether you're popping the question or ready to say I do, there's only one true jeweler to shop for your one true love. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, we not only have luxury designer collections to meet your bridal needs, but we also have talented in-house designers who can create something truly one of a kind. For more than 75 years, our expert staff has been caring for couples just like you and providing the absolute lowest prices guaranteed. Visit the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center. The possibilities are endless.
Attention, boating enthusiasts. Bennington Factory demonstration models are at Buckeye Lake Marina. These exclusive demo units are loaded with the features built to dazzle at shows and exhibits. And guess what? They're all brand new with a full warranty. Some have never even touched the water. Hold on to your mooring ropes because we're offering dock-shaking discounts up to $40,000 only at Buckeye Lake Marina. These deals are hotter than the summer sun and won't last long. Visit Buckeye Lake Marina and make your dream boat a reality today. BuckeyeLakeMarina.com, where your adventure begins.
It was spring of 2011. Eco Plumbers were just 4 years old. It's 7-ish p.m., and my sister is at her daughter's soccer game.
And I had my tablet in the bleachers with a Magic Jack USB stick.
Magic Jack was cutting edge back then.
Being able to schedule customers for the next morning service right from the bleachers was awesome.
It was this neat hack that let us provide after-hours, in-house call answering, and scheduling back when no other plumbers did that.
Now we run calls as late as 9 p.m. and will answer your call 24/7. You can even schedule online.
We always leverage technology to come through for you when you need us to.
Take EcoFi cleaning checks.
Advanced software, sensors, and tablets show the health and efficiency of your system.
And possible trouble spots.
Before we start the cleaning and maintenance, so you can see the before and after improvements for yourself.
Anyone can use technology,
but only Eco Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians use it to constantly upgrade their ability to serve you.
At GetEco.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
We firmly believe it's appropriate to tailgate before a youth soccer game. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
There goes Tyvis. His laugh is loud. There goes Tyvis. He's well endowed. There goes Tyvis. Star of BTN. There goes Tyvis. Timmy's only friend.
Panama Ted's right. This song is great.
Poor Tim.
He only drinks full calories Sprite.
Is that true?
Low calories, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
There's no calories.
No, the taste difference, I should say. Bad jump out of me with the question.
When you go to and you get used to drinking like.
Hold on.
And loud. There goes Tyvis.
Really? Really? Oh, man, my wife really thinks that's the anthem right there. And I blame
you said something in the break. Like, why does she have a great appreciation for the song, other than it's catchy?
My wife says, she listens to it and she laughs because it shows her that she's not crazy when it comes to me, that other people see the same things that I see, that she sees. So she hears it and she's like, this is 1,000% you. Like, they understand you. Yes, that's you. And I don't think that's true. I think that he's right on some things. I'm not Tim's only friend. Tim.
I don't know if there was a more truer phrase in that song.
Tim has a lot of friends.
He does. So like we had said before, at 36 overall, the Blue Jackets select defenseman Charlie Ellick out of the Western Hockey League in Canada. This from Jeff Swoboda. Fun fact, Ellick and Caden Lindstrom fought last year. So when they were playing together in the WHL, they dropped the gloves. So they know each other.
Who won is the question.
That's right. That's always the question.
You know what? This is the second time that something like this has happened for an Ohio team. Because when you think about the Cleveland Browns, they drafted Mike Hall and then drafted Zach Zinter. And Mike Hall is the reason Zach Zinter got hurt.
Yeah. Did he rolled up on Zinter's leg?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Well,
so they know each other well.
There's familiarity. Ellick, 6'3", 200-pound defenseman. So I was hoping that the Jackets would use one of their first 2 picks on a big-body defenseman because you need that depth.
What'd you say his 6'3" what?
6'3", 200 pounds.
That's big body in hockey.
Yeah.
Then I would be.
That's big body. Yes.
Yes,
you would.
You know what, though? If I play hockey, I'm not the greatest skater. I can ice skate, but I'm not the greatest
So to be able to move that weight with skates, that's really impressive.
Like, I would love to I would just crash people up against the glass.
Tyvis tries it.
I've done it. I was a goalie.
Well, you were a goalie. No, I'm saying like be a defenseman, like play on the blue line.
No, because I'm gonna slam people up against the glass.
Okay. Is that not, that wouldn't,
I wouldn't go,
you wouldn't find that fun to do or would people not find that entertaining to watch?
This is what I want.
I would.
This is what I want in my life before I leave this earth. I want somebody to take me to a heavy metal concert so I can be in the mosh pit.
Oh, Tyvis.
I just want to throw myself into some. Boom!
I'll help you out with that next year. We'll go to Sonic Temple together.
I just want to be in the mosh
we'll
pit.
We'll throw you in one of those.
They say it get real physical down there.
I'll direct you to where the mosh pit is. Again, at 5'6", $175. I'm not moshing with anybody.
Why not?
Way too small.
I want to do it.
I know. So we'll see if we can set that up.
I gotta bulk up
for next May. Well, I think you just stay at the weight you're at. Maybe hit the weights again.
Oh, make sure I hit the weights.
In here in a sleeveless shirt. You can find us on YouTube, by the way. I don't know if this stream's back up yet. I'm hoping that you can see our lovely faces. I did get a couple of things wrong in the break. The Jackets still have 3 years of contract left for Elvis Merzlikins, so I don't know how they get out of the woods on that.
They ain't. He'll be there.
Okay. Yeah. It's great.
You know who else is going to be somewhere?
Who's that? Well, no. Elvis is going to be in Columbus.
Yeah.
Great.
He ain't going. Don't do that.
I'm okay with it again for this year.
Don't do that.
But I think you need to start moving into the Daniil Tarasov, Jet Greaves rotation.
Elvis can still stand on his head.
I'd like to put him out on his ass. We're just being honest here.
I've met Elvis before. Great guy.
Sure, wonderful person.
Great
but it is time.
Well.
So we'll see what happens with that. But again, Jackets moving. They're moving swiftly with the draft here in Las Vegas. But CBJ have, I believe, 2 picks in the 3rd round, a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. That's right now. But Don Waddell's been talking for the past couple of days about they're very open to trades. It was Rich Paul, I believe, that Bob Myers told a nationally televised audience was calling people on Thursday, saying, do not draft Bronny or he will go to Australia.
I would have called his bluff.
I kind of would have, too.
I would have called his bluff.
And again, you would be throwing away a 2nd-round pick.
I would do it.
But it might
just
be
to prove a
the
point.
Spite is
just to prove a point.
I was saying the same thing.
To prove a point.
But
you know why?
The plan worked.
Know why? Because your father's time, let him tell it. He don't know when he's going, when it's over.
There are fewer sands left in the fewer grains of sand in the hourglass
that you gonna jeopardize this year. Because you never know what happens to LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, 82 games is a lot. There's no way you ain't playing in the NBA this year. There's no way.
I wish the Celtics would have taken a chance. They had a pick right before the Lakers.
I know they did.
What do you have to lose? You just won the championship. You don't really need.
You don't need the second-round pick.
That second-round pick, and I loved their pick that they had at 30. They didn't need that second-round pick,
and that would have made it more interesting anyway at the Celtics. Because then I would have made sure he played, so you could see him versus his son. Like I would have loved to have seen that.
Well, so there were 2 somewhat audacious things said about Bronny to other teams from Rich Paul, the CEO of Clutch Sports' representation. He isn't doing a 2-way contract, and if you draft him, he will go to Australia. I don't know which is more egregious. he's a fringe draft prospect. What do you mean you're not signing a two-way contract? Are you just going to sit him at the end of the Lakers bench? Because, that's what Los Angeles is going to do.
No, they're not. He's going to play.
In meaningful NBA games, they're going to rely on a 6'1 guard that scored 3 points a game last season at USC.
Whoa, it was 4. Oh, thank you very much.
So sorry.
Listen, you know how many people going to come to L.A.? It's a marketing move, first of all. You know how many people going to come to the game and want to see Bronny throw up a oop to his father?
No.
Or vice versa?
Zero. I mean, the Lakers are going to draw because they're the Lakers. The Lakers are going to draw because they have LeBron James. The Lakers are going to draw any more people because Bronny's in the game.
Bronny will play because his father is there. That's so.
So D'Angelo Russell says he's opting in. He believes in the vision from J.J. Redick.
That's fine.
You're going to say, all right, D'Lo, take a seat.
Yeah.
We're putting in Bronny.
I mean, it's not like he plays 40 minutes.
All right, yeah.
Who's coming off the bench there? They don't have a backup. Who's the backup guard?
For them to make a NBA Finals run or to make a run through the Western Conference, because they'll probably get to play in again. That's just what they're going to meander into.
Yeah, no, this ain't.
Bronny isn't coming off the bench and playing meaningful minutes in that.
This ain't
play in January and February.
This ain't the championship Lakers. That ship sails.
You don't think they're going to try?
that ship sails.
LeBron's going to opt out. He has until like 5 o'clock today. That'll be official. So he'll restructure, and they'll try to land big fish in free agency.
Like who?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea who they could go after because I don't know if they restructure LeBron's deal. Then what kind of cap space are they dealing with? Pick wise, I don't know where they're at. So it's a good question. They're a dysfunctional organization. One of the reasons I think why Dan Hurley told them thanks but no thanks. That and they underpaid him.
I just think that, like I say, right now, when I look at the roster as constituted, it's not a championship thing.
It is not.
And then the AD thing, don't get me wrong, he was healthy last year.
There's another piece.
But, is he somebody that I can count on? When he's healthy, oh, my goodness, he's amazing. But the health thing is serious, and it's not a matter if, it's when. And when it does happen, is it early in the season or is it late towards playoffs? That's the problem with him. And LeBron is aging. I mean, LeBron is still effective. I mean, he still could do what he wants to do, but I feel like I don't know if he has the ability to take over games in the playoffs and just put it all on him like he used to. That's the thing. LeBron used to carry teams. He used to
I thought of one, Klay Thompson.
I thought he was going to Orlando for some reason.
Yeah. There's interest with Dallas for Klay.
That's fine. Klay. Y'all acting. This ain't Game 6 Klay no more.
LeBron hasn't heard of basketball. LeBron hasn't heard of players drafted after 2018.
I take Zion over Klay. I'm just
really space the floor in Los Angeles.
That is crazy.
I think most of us agree that the Cavs should probably part with Darius Garland. What do the Cleveland Cavaliers think about it? We'll discuss next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
An encyclopedic knowledge of sports and other random things you may or may not care about.
I think I found my mentor.
Rockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
The Ohio Egg Fest is back for its 10th year, presented by Specialty Gas House and Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Join us for this big green egg grilling competition at Fortress Obetz on Saturday, July 27th. Enjoy all-you-can-eat food from 36 cook teams, live music from North to Nashville, cooking demos, giveaways, and more. Don't miss out on discounted big green egg grill packages with over $600 off retail and a lifetime warranty. Pre-order online at theohioeggfest.com today before they sell out. All proceeds benefit cancer research at the James. Get your discounted Big Green Egg grills and your taster tickets now at theohioeggfest.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It was a quiet night in Columbus, maybe a little too quiet. Me, Philip Flapper, plumbing detective. I was finishing up for the night when she walked in. Long hair, 2 legs, a couple of arms, a nose, elbows. Pretty standard equipment for this neighborhood. I looked at her, she looked at me, and then we did that thing where we both spoke at the same time. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, that was awkward. We went on to talk about clogs, funny odors, water going down the drain too slow. This is above my pay grade, I told her, and gave her this website, apexpros.com. They're the pros who knows, the kinds of plumbers who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And believe me, what's down those pipes is dirty. Ugh. Call the pros, Apex Pros. And that was it. She walked out of my life, using those legs I told you about earlier.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear from Apex Pros. Apex plumbers are the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Valley Ford of Columbus is proud to announce the grand opening of their new commercial truck center. Centrally located off I-270, the new Valley Ford of Columbus Commercial Truck Center features expert sales, service, and parts for your business. Choose from over 300 commercial trucks and vans ready for delivery right now. From the area's best selection of transit vans, E-Series, Super Duty, light duty pickups, and more. It's all at Valley, including Ford E-Transit vans too. Need upfits? In-stock specialty upfits include dump and stake beds, plows, utility beds, lift gates, box and reefer bodies, and much more. The Valley Commercial Truck Team has 50-plus years of commercial sales experience and over $80 million in commercial truck inventory across all locations, with over $1 million in parts inventory at each location. I was in getting my Mustang's oil changed, and I saw some commercial trucks getting serviced at Valley Ford. They take care of you. The new Valley Ford of Columbus Commercial Truck Center on Kime Circle in Hilliard. Online at valleyfordofcolumbus.com. Oh, yeah, and if you're not looking for a commercial truck, they've got a ton of F-150s with great financing right now. valleyfordofcolumbus.com.
It's a summer savings extravaganza at Kemba Financial Credit Union. You pick how you want your money to grow. Choose a limited time 13-month certificate at up to 5.25% annual percentage yield to lock in your savings with a $500 minimum deposit. Or enjoy access to your funds anytime with a money market at 4.75% APY intro rate until October 31st with a $5,000 minimum balance and a $1 million maximum. Visit Kemba.org for details. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Jacob Reimer. The Cleveland Guardians will look to snap their 3-game losing streak today in Game 3 with the Royals. Tanner Bybee will take the mound for the Guardians, and Cole Reagans will throw for the Royals. They will get things started in Kansas City at 4:10. The Cincinnati Reds look to bounce back this afternoon after being shut out last night in St. Louis. Carson Spears will be on the hill for the Redlegs, and he will face former Cincinnati Reds Sonny Gray for the Cardinals. First pitch from St. Louis is at 2:15. The first round of the NHL Draft took place last night in Las Vegas, and the Columbus Blue Jackets selected center Caden Lindstrom from the Medicine Hat Tigers with the 4th overall pick. The second round is already underway, and the Jackets took Charlie Ellick with the 36th overall pick. They will next pick in the third round with the 69th pick. And in the NBA, 9-time All-Star Russell Westbrook is picking up his $4 million option to return to the Clippers next season. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean we shut up. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
Well, I guess there's a player that the Lakers can't pick up, Russell Westbrook. So
I don't think he wants.
That's a bummer.
Don't think he.
You want to run that back?
Nah.
It was entertaining.
Thought he spoke out about how he is so glad to be with the Clippers and not the Lakers.
They built multiple houses with the amount of bricks they had made in Staples Center.
There it is.
Crypto.com arena.
Who decided to pick? Because I thought that it was Buddy or Russell Westbrook, and I think it was one LeBron James who decided to say,
well, he runs the organization, so
forget Buddy and give me Russell.
That is why you're able to have LeBron pick his kid in the second round of the NBA draft.
It's a great moment.
It's so funny that reading the ESPN article about like the private gathering that the James family had in New York for this, and you've probably likely seen the videos rolling around on social media. I wonder if all right, we got to get together before everybody practice your surprised face. Once the thing gets announced, you'll just go, and we'll do a moment of it, all right? James gang on 3. And then they go into the dinner with all the cameras, and then they get to show off their practice. Go, oh, the Lakers! Who could have seen that? Wow, Bronny, congratulations, man. Nobody saw that coming but everybody. Come on.
Good for, you know what?
It's a farce.
The funny thing is LeBron has received so much flack for this, for getting his son in there, but nobody says nothing. First, I just want everybody to know that Giannis did this first.
Giannis did it with his brother.
So what? It's the same thing.
I don't know if it's apples to apples.
It's the same thing.
His brother occupied a roster spot. He was just signed as a free agent.
Is he good?
I have no idea. Is it Thanasis Antetokounmpo?
Yeah, that's it.
Thanasis? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I think it's Thanasis.
Well, he was just picked up as a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you didn't spend draft capital on him.
They paying him.
Okay, but they can't afford to pay him. Like, they can afford to do Bronny's $1.2 million salary that he's going to make, or whatever the contract, or however long the contract he signs. It's not a two-way deal. It's the salary floor for him. Of course, they can afford that.
Eric, it's the second round. How many gems are in the second round? Draymond and the Joker.
Yeah. No, I get it from LeBron's standpoint. As dad, you want, to see your son's NBA development. You want to make sure he can stay in Los Angeles because mom's happy. You want to keep him with the same heart doctors that took care of him at USC. That all makes sense. It's just the whole thing's silly, but I'm thrilled from an entertainment aspect that we were given that.
Well, for Bronny's standpoint, none of that stuff matters. LeBron did exactly what a father's supposed to do. He's supposed to set your kid up to have success, so he's good no matter what. And he did that. He got him to his dream. He might have grabbed him by the hand and hand walked him through the whole process, but at the end of the day, he did it. And now it's all on Bronny from here on out, to me. That's how I see things. Like, all right, cool, yeah. Did your father use his name to get you in? Absolutely. Who cares? Now, he ain't going to save you for now. Like, if you ain't good, like, you just not good.
Yeah.
So I think the real work actually starts now. And I'm actually interested to see, because he is on record saying, I don't want to be drafted because of my father.
Well,
I don't want
that happen.
I want my own legacy. I want to do this because I want to do it, not because of my father. And I don't want to be called LeBron James Jr. I want to be called Bronny because I want to separate myself from my father. I want to build my own legacy. Well, if all of that is true, now it starts.
I agree. It all sounds nice. But he'll probably be with the Lakers in the Summer League, so I think you'll get the best sense then. Speaking of Summer League, Jamison Battle was invited to the Toronto Raptors Summer League camp.
I saw that.
So you'll get to showcase some of his abilities, and I always think that those are cool to watch in the summer because it is. Well, so there's that, but there's also the aspect of like, that gives him a chance to just kind of show out, and I think Battle can find himself onto an NBA organization.
He's a great shooter, and shooting is something that's at a premium in the NBA. Shooting, and if you can defend, you become a 3-and-D guy, you could always have a roster spot somewhere.
Do you want the Cleveland Cavaliers to bring Darius Garland back?
So this is the thing about Darius. Everybody knows that Darius is my favorite Cavalier.
Okay? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's my favorite Cavalier. And I'm not the one that's willing to just I cannot believe, or I'm having a hard time believing that this guy was a superstar just 2 years ago, to where he was an all-star. Guys were saying he was next up. I mean, guys like Draymond Green said this guy was really good, to what we seen last year. Like, I just don't – it's just two opposite ends of a spectrum. Like, he was really good to he was really bad. I understand that the jaw breaking his jaw and not being able to eat solid foods hurt him a lot because he lost weight. He couldn't finish at the rim like he used to. But on the flip side, he still shot the ball really well. Now, the problem was he didn't take a lot of shots, which is alarming. In games when Donovan Mitchell was out, you would think that, all right, he's going to step up and he's going to score a lot of points, and he did not.
Yeah,
and
something called a Sam Merrill had to do that.
And I also know he broke his jaw, and I also know I think his grandmother died. And I just think he had a lot of things that has affected him. I have to see him one more year. I have to see it one more year to see who he really is, because I just can't believe that this guy have just completely fallen off the cliff like that. There's no way. I think that if he bulks up and gets his strength back, maybe he can finish at the rim like he used to. But the one thing he has to do, whether he's here or not, if he want to have a successful NBA career, the one thing he got to do is cut the turnovers out. That's ridiculous.
That's for me.
He turned that ball over at a high clip.
Too high.
It's unbelievable to me. He tries to do too much. And I think that he's become indecisive with what he wants to do.
I think a lot of that's the Donovan Mitchell effect.
Yeah.
And so you make great points as to why Darius should stay. And per reporting, Cleveland wants him. They want to retain the core four.
Yeah.
Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports says Cleveland, then this was all centered around a potential acquisition of Brandon Ingram. While Cleveland holds interest in Ingram and values his skill set, sources said, Cavs personnel have maintained a reluctance in breaking up the team's core four of Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. But you had Darius, or at least his agent, I also believe is Sports CEO Rich Paul, telling the Cavaliers, if Mitchell signs this extension, my client wants out. And I also go back to, at times this season, like you said, when Mitchell needed to step up and be the guy, again, someone named Sam Merrill ends up doing a bulk of the scoring, while Garland seems to sputter, turn the ball over, and the results haven't been there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you flame out the way you did against the Knicks 2 seasons ago, and this past offseason, yeah, they lost to the NBA champions, but if you're holding yourself to that bar, does it make sense to have Garland on that starting five? Can you beat the Boston Celtics with a two-guard lineup that seems that they're both players seem redundant?
Well, the thing about this is, in a perfect world, you would probably trade Garland in a perfect world. But the problem is, he was so bad last year that his value is down. So you're not going to get what you're supposed to get for Garland.
But you have a window with Mitchell.
To where it's like, is it even worth it? Like, am I trading him away for 2 role players? Okay, but if you notice, if you look at these teams, the Mavs or you take the Celtics, 2 teams that was in the finals last year. If Jason Tatum's not playing, is having a bad game, Jaylen Brown's there. If Luka's not having a good game, Kyrie's there, vice versa. If Mitchell's not having a good game for the Cavs and you got 2 role players, who do you have?
I got to rely on my other guy.
Exactly.
And it's not Mitchell or Garland, excuse me.
The only person that has even that chance is Garland, currently on this roster.
On the roster right now.
Currently.
Yeah.
As the roster is constructed right now, Garland is the only one that actually could take over a game. Yeah, Karis LeVert too, but he could give you 51 game and you won't see it again for the rest of the year. So if he hasn't used his 50-point game in this regular season.
Got that one card, like the hand of Uno.
Yeah, he
get the one card when we use it. You can't use it anymore. So, again, 5 o'clock today is the deadline for players to opt in to, I believe, the final year remaining on their contract, and then free agency begins, I want to say shortly after. So we're in it, folks, where your favorite NBA team is going to could look pretty different come the beginning of August. There were at least 2 cities that are ready to pony up for NFL stadium renovations. What could decisions made in Carolina and Jacksonville mean for Cleveland? We'll discuss next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
Death, taxes, and beating Michigan every damn year. This is your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Now at White Castle, you can get 12 chicken rings for just $3.99. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Choose from classic, Hidden Valley Ranch, or new smoky barbecue. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
Some people just know there's a better way to do things. Like bundling your home and auto insurance with Allstate. Or going to the grocery store for milk instead of buying your own cow. You know there's an easier and better way. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, announcing our $99 residential spring AC checkup. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to prepare you for spring and summer. Check out Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric at carpentercolumbus.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices. For everyone, fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Steaks in the value pack. They're only $7.99 a pound with your card and digital coupon. Limit 5. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box,
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
We go to war for you.
Insurance disputes can be a battle, a cage match, but we're here to win it for you. I'm Robert Scherger. At Scherger Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. Call us at 877-WARFORYOU.com or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
4th of July appliance savings are happening now at the Home Depot. Save up to $2,400 on select kitchen packages from brands like LG, America's most reliable line of appliances. Get the LG French door refrigerator with craft ice to keep your summer cool. Or upgrade to the LG Smart Top Load Washer with AI that selects optimal wash motions and settings. Get up to $2,400 off select kitchen packages at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Pricing valid June 19th through July 10th, U.S. only. See store online for details. America's most reliable line of appliances per independent study.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Showers and thunderstorms on the way. They're going to be widespread across the area through the 6, 7, 8 o'clock hour, gradually winding down as we head into the overnight. Temperatures in the upper 80s this afternoon fall down to the 70s overnight, and we're looking much clearer and much drier as we head into tomorrow. I'm meteorologist Madison Reich with your Doppler forecast on The Fan.
Instead of annoying national people talking to you this weekend, we've opted for annoying local people. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
Yeah, a couple more from the Department of Corrections. I had it at July 1 that NBA free agency began. Tomorrow at 6, teams may begin negotiating with all free agents.
That's when the crazy
At 6 o'clock tomorrow.
It's going to hit our phone.
July 6th, so that would be what, next Saturday, that NBA teams can sign free agents to contracts. Now, between now and then, you'll start to hear, opting out. You'll start to hear teams talking to other teams.
Did you see the Cavs extended offers to Isaac Okoro and Imani Bates?
Good. I think Bates is a piece. Bates is a piece you can build on.
He's a big development.
Jalen Tyson feels a lot like they just drafted Imani Bates again.
That's what I said.
Am I off on that? Okay.
I said the same thing, but 2 days ago. People looked at me like I was crazy.
Okay, I was thinking that, but I also to say that's a piece that you can, if you have two that can come off the bench or that can develop into starting players, you need. Yeah. So I'm totally fine with what they did.
If those two are together in the summer league,
it'd be good.
It'd be a lot of shots going up.
Exactly what you need if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I just want to see them shoot. Like
you had you put some news in front of me during the break about a I would say now prominent free agent in LeBron James, who Shams Charania is reporting will opt out. But we said this a month ago, like this was going to be the case. Yeah. He'll opt out. He'll resign. It'll be a restructure so the team can go after. And I say Klay Thompson, or I said Klay Thompson tongue in cheek, but they'll go after somebody like that in free agency. They kind of have to, right?
Great. Klay is the missing piece the Lakers need.
I don't know. I like what they did with Dalton Connect out of Tennessee. Like I thought he can be a solid contributor.
I like that
actually to the Los Angeles Lakers this year. So
Austin Reeves, Connect, D'Angelo.
He can be the one thing to connect.
Yeah, okay.
The Lakers to Larry O'Brien.
He's number 4, and they've already put out Connect 4.
Yes. That's good internet.
Yes.
Good job.
I love that.
That's funny.
And they hired the head coach that said the F word at his press conference. It's all looking up in La La Land.
The Lakers. Well, first of all, they're desperate right now because
they are.
The Celtics just hung another banner, and all of Laker Nation is upset. How dare y'all let them be better than the Lakers?
One better banner, baby.
You got Irvin Magic Johnson on Twitter just ripping the Lakers organization. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, look, Magic, shut up.
I ain't gonna be here.
Because right, Magic, you tried and you'd failed miserably. So shut up. And even if the Celtics, they've got they've got the 1 up. But then they've even got the 2 up because they can be the loudest in the room to say, no, that bubble title doesn't count. So your banner 17, that's got an asterisk on it.
Who's?
The Lakers. I don't think that. I think the pandemic titles are exactly the same. But I know there are other fan bases out there that say, no, Lakers are still on 16.
Don't forget they got that in-season tournament banner they're putting up.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, when they hung that banner, that's when I knew that things have changed around like that. If Ohio State wins a tournament, if football does a tournament in the middle of the season, and Ohio State hangs a banner for that,
well, they never do it.
Then I know where we at. That tells me exactly where we are.
What about that? So Fox is doing a Las Vegas style NIT. After the basketball regular season.
If we have to hang
if Ohio State wins that.
If we have to hang a banner for stuff like that, it tells me where we are.
I don't think that'll be the case.
It tells me exactly where we are.
This was Monday. The Charlotte City Council voted to approve a joint $800 million stadium renovation plan with the Panthers. Ties the team to the city for the next 20 years. The city's going to pay $650 million towards the renovation of Bank of America Stadium. David Tepper's going to pay the remaining $150 million, but he'll pay that $150 up front. Kind of a drop in the bucket for a billionaire. But the Panthers are staying in Charlotte through 2045. Then on Tuesday, Jacksonville voted 14-1 to approve an agreement between the Jags and the city on a $1.4 billion renovation of Everbank Stadium. So they'll pay $150 million over the next 2 seasons. Jags and the city are each going to put in $625 million. So those are coming directly from the taxpayers. But the city is going to keep the Jags in Jacksonville for the next 30 years, at least.
When you hear these millionaires be like, or these billionaires say, yeah, I'm just going to pay the $150.
Drop in the bucket.
Do you think to yourself, man, if y'all just loan me one.
Can I hold $1?
Let me just
that's why they're billionaires for a reason, right? Because they're savvy businessmen, but they've been able to work things out to suit them. And this suits Shad Khan. This suits David Tepper. Now, I also think keeping NFL teams in your city is important. Mm-hmm. At this kind of an expense to the taxpayers, I know they're throwing around this will be a sin tax increase or they'll pay for it somehow, tourism dollars and things of that nature. Fine. But this is when you acquire an NBA, an NFL, an NHL franchise, like this is part of it. The owners aren't paying nearly what they should for the infrastructure. No, it's going to be on you.
So this leads you back to the Cleveland Browns.
Because that's been the question, right? Would something for the Cleveland City Council be similarly coming in the pipeline? Where they would approve a measure, and nowhere near the price, but $1 billion to renovate the waterfront stadium. That's the price tag. Or the $2 billion to do the Brook Park development. But that would likely come in a lot of private money. A lot of private money from the Haslams, which they have.
Yeah, they just sold Pilot for what, $11 billion?
They it was either $7 or $11 billion.
Something like that, yeah.
But a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so When I heard
you don't stay rich by spending it.
So that's the thing to these billionaires. Like, they're able to do this because of savvy business ventures and to do things that benefit them like this. That didn't happen in Cleveland. I know they're going to, that it's been talked about. It's going to be talked about. The Haslams are taking the Browns. They're going to Brook Park. They're going to do that development, and they're going to make it like a Jerry World in Dallas. Now, I'm not sure off the top of my head how much public money went into AT&T Stadium, if any, but it's going to be a similar instance here. And you're getting off the lake if you're the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, because
I want to ask you, as a lifelong Cleveland Browns fan and native son of Northeast Ohio, how does that hit you? When I say that to you, Browns are coming off the lake.
Doesn't make me no different.
Same.
I mean, I'm all for the dome anyways, which they still mad at me yesterday because I said on Man and Bone that Ohio Stadium needs a dome on it. And you know, we spent 10 minutes arguing about that. But like I say,
you should have. Here's the question I always want to throw back at anybody. When was the last time you went to an Ohio State game?
That's what I said.
And what was the retort?
It's been a while. But...
I know. Knowing who you were speaking to, it'd probably been, God, if Mike has been to an Ohio State game in 15 years, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Well, he was. Then we went to the Chicago Bears because they also are trying to build a dome stadium, and he said he's not a fan of that either.
When was the last time you went to a Bears game?
Well, he said that he was there and he froze in the winter times and all of those things, so he didn't mind.
In like the 80s?
Whenever. That's all I said. I didn't ask him when. He just said he did.
Just the romanticizing flies in the face of progress.
I said, you want to go somewhere, you want to be comfortable. You want to enjoy what you're watching.
Yep.
And you don't want to have to worry about having to wear 10 different coats and blankets.
Cardboard between my feet and the concrete.
Like, so they're lying to themselves.
Yes, they are.
I don't know why this is, like, the tough guy thing got to stop.
Yep,
like,
I agree.
You're lying to yourself if you don't think you want to watch a game and be comfortable inside of a dome. Like, stop it. Like, I get I want the South to come up here and be cold. Okay, great. They will be when they walk outside of the stadium. But at the end of the day, nor does the players from Ohio State or from the South want to deal with the cold. It is what it is. Like, I don't know why that's so hard to believe.
As a owner of a team, or as a person in Ohio State's athletic administration, or as someone who has a financial interest in the success, ticket-wise and attendance-wise, of a franchise, of your favorite franchise, you need to look at these events as, am I providing something that's more appealing than somebody sitting at home on their couch with a fully stocked beer fridge? And providing that, I think, requires a dome this day and age, or something inside where you're not going and freezing your ass off. Where you're going in, you're avoiding the elements, you're able to sit down, you're able to have a better experience, because we only have so much disposable income.
Well, it's live.
It makes no friggin' sense that the Buffalo Bills are getting a new stadium without a dome.
I did that one still.
The Bears will put a roof on top. The Browns will play in the Brook Park Dome.
I don't understand.
It's in the best interests of everyone involved, I believe.
I just don't understand why they did that. Like, they really are serious about this code.
Because they all think like those people we were discussing, where you romanticize back to when you were younger, years ago, when you were like, and I froze and it was great.
Like I said, if you're going to games now and you're freezing and you're watching the game and you're freezing with the players, great. But if you're sitting there, if you're a couch potato, you got to sit this one out. Like, stop it. Stop it.
The Columbus Blue Jackets are on the clock. That's next. Sports Saturday on The Fan.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, here to introduce you to Tansky Power Sports. That's right, check out our growing inventory of golf carts, electric bikes, and dirt bikes. And the fleet keeps growing. This month, come rent a golf cart for the 4th of July. We're located at 2491 West Dublin Granville Road in Columbus. Visit TanskyPowersports.com to book yours today. And when you think power sports, think Tansky.
Think Tansky.
Save big money with help from Menards. Stay cool this summer with portable air conditioners from Pelonis. Featuring multiple comfort settings and built-in thermostat. They're easy to install, come with a remote, and are available in several models suited to your specific cooling needs. Take control of your comfort with Pelonis products at Menards. And check out our flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Come play Skyline's 75th Coney Hunt game. Use your phone to search for virtual conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at SkylineChili.com/Coney Hunt.
O'Reilly.
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Sunday's the time for brunching with your favorite people. And when they don't invite you, listen to us instead. Fan Sports Sunday with Tito and Devere Posey.
Sunday morning starting at 11.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Ah, the sounds of summer. The crack of a bat, the splash of a pool, and the dreaded silence of a broken AC. No, don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team for an AC tune-up. Schedule a visit today and stay cool all summer long. All set. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's time that we face the facts when it comes to organ, eye, and tissue donation. It exists to save and heal lives. It's a way to look out for one another, to continue a legacy and give the gift of a fuller future, the gift of life.
But what about the barriers around organ donation?
Cost, age, religion, race, or health status are not factors that can get in the way. All it really takes is one epic yes. Register today to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor at donatelifeohio.org.
Sports Talk Weekend Style. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
We are being accused of not loving Ohio State. I am. Probably. I don't think anybody could ever accuse Tyvis Powell of not loving OSU.
I was about to say, I gave my
valid.
wrist to that university. To this day, I cannot do a push-up anymore because of Ohio State. So don't ever accuse me of not loving Ohio State. That's asinine.
Todd, chimes in on the YouTube chat. Your lack of love for Ohio State or the shoe are obvious. Stop killing things we love. We love Ohio State. I do not love the shoe as it's currently constituted.
I have no problem with the shoe, but I'm also about making things better.
You got to modernize the damn thing.
I think it's better.
The idea that they're going to have two...
it's not like you could put a dome on. Like, you have to tear
probably
the whole
not.
thing
The whole
down.
thing would have to come down. And I have said in the past you got to blow it up, but I say that tongue-in-cheek because every time I'm critical of something with Ohio State, I go, well, it's a historic landmark. What can you do? Make it better.
I think they've done everything they could. So
I think they can do more.
That's why we can sit here and talk about it. It's not ever going to happen. But if it
That
did.
annoys me.
If it did.
Because you need to modernize all your facilities. Northwestern in 5 years is going to have a nicer stadium than you if you're Ohio State.
Yeah.
What's the standard there?
Excellence.
Okay. We got to be. I want Ohio State to be excellent, and I think that's one of the steps you need to take in doing that.
You don't like having to pee, have to wait in line.
I'm not trying to wait 45 minutes to pee. And I also do love people that tell me, people that have never watched a game in C-Deck, how it feels. I was raised in C-Deck, molded by C-Deck. I didn't see A or B deck till I was a man.
I told you I'm going.
By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
It's on my bucket.
You don't have to wait too long to pee.
I just want to see a game from Ohio State in C-Deck.
We'll go.
I've never done it.
When Ohio plays Ohio State next year, you want to do that?
If I'm not working the tailgate.
That's true.
show.
Well, no, you'll be running Big Ten Network this time next year, Tyvis Powell.
I'm just trying not to get fired.
You're not. That's also not happening. So Blue Jackets made a move. The second round rolls along out in Las Vegas of the NHL Draft. Blue Jackets traded up to get the 60th overall pick from the Carolina Hurricanes. They're trading them. It looks like just a pick swap. Carolina actually will get 2 picks: the 69th overall pick and the 133rd overall pick. Jackets get 60. They just used it on Evan Gardner, the goaltender out of Saskatoon in the Western Hockey League. So if you're keeping score, that's 3 players the Jackets have drafted in the last probably 20 hours from the Western Hockey League.
Does this goalie have anything to do with Elvis?
I don't think so.
Okay. So they just trying to get a young one.
And a young goalie, yep. Okay. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds. He was the 7th rated goalie by NHL Central Scouting.
He's the what?
He's the 7th highest rated goalie prospect.
Okay.
So
work with that.
Yeah. I think that's
goalie's only 175.
Well, you got to bulk up. I want to see. I'm trying to see the age of.
I would think they'd be like 220.
Evan Gardner, because I mean, I don't know if you've talked about this, but how heavy were you at your senior year of high school?
Oh, 180, 177, something like that.
How heavy were you when you graduated from Ohio State?
205.
Okay. So when, again, these kids are that age, and he was born in 2006, Evan Gardner was.
Wow. That's
18. Yeah. My math's correct. So you're going to bulk.
Oh, yeah.
When you get into these professional organizations, they put the muscle on you. So that the size that I'm not worried about. It's the skill and it's the potential.
Sergei Bobrovsky's only 182 pounds. 6'2", 182.
I could be a goalie. As a matter of fact, I was a goalie.
I know, and I don't. That's why I go.
Now, the only thing about the goalie is the 9 shot? What is the shot between your legs when they shoot?
I always just call it the shot between the legs.
Whatever. No, it's got a number.
Because you've got
9, 5.
How are your hips?
Well, they wasn't good that day because I could not hit no split, and it was not gonna happen. So. But if they went glove side or sticks, it would try to be glove
imagine
side.
With your hand reflexes, you'd be pretty good there.
Try to come hit me with the triple deke and go glove side. I said, you serious? Give me that. They went stick side. Boom.
Are you doing that again?
I don't know.
Okay. Because this time they should put you on skates, have you be a defenseman, play in a scrimmage, find some either Ohio State players or
because I'm gonna slam them against the glass and then
they might look to slam you too.
Then they're gonna drop the sticks and gloves and then that's what I'm gonna be like. Oh, this
time to go.
It's really this. You might want to pick your stick and gloves back.
I thought you were always asking for the smoke. I would imagine.
That would be
so. Were they?
Like, you gonna drop the stick in the glove? Let's do it, then.
All right. So I think I did it pretty clumsily. I don't even know if clumsily is a word, but when I addressed what the Jackets just did. So they traded from 69 to 60. So they're 2 picks in the 3rd round. They are giving also back to Carolina a 5th round pick, the 133rd overall selection. So Carolina just got a late round pick plus 69 for this. So they don't move too far away from where they were at 60. Give the Jackets the chance to draft that goaltender out of the Western Hockey League.
Waddell from again?
Don Waddell, where is he from?
Yeah, what organization was he at?
Oh, the Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, there's obviously
They're trying to help my boy
some
out.
relations there. I thought you were going to ask me where he's from in his hometown.
No. Yeah, I'm talking organization. I swear he came from.
I was looking for the cut because he's from Detroit. And so when he was at his introductory press conference, he made the point of saying, I'm from Detroit, United States.
Smart man.
Because he knows in Columbus, you cannot say the M word.
He gets it.
He gets it. I like it.
He's won over the people.
I'm already good with everything that he's done. I'm already good with the work that's being done by this, I guess, one-man organization.
I told you, July 5th, you'll know who your coach is.
Okay.
He told me personally.
All right. Well, we'll mark it down. July 5th. I'm writing it down. You can see me writing it. I saw something on ESPN Thursday. Now, this was after the Guardians had dropped their series finale to the Orioles. And that's fine. You take 2 or 3 in Baltimore. You're feeling really good about yourself.
Well, right now, we down 2.
And I think it's down 3 because they lost to the Orioles Wednesday.
Yeah, we're on a 3-game
Royals Thursday. Last night getting pummeled by the Royals 10-3.
Yeah.
And ESPN on Thursday said Cleveland was the 3rd hottest team in baseball behind the Phillies and the Yankees. Since then, they've lost 2 by a combined score of 12-4.
Well,
2-1 was Thursday's score.
Because the Phillies and the Yankees ain't been that great either, especially the Yankees. They've been losing.
I'm not worried about who's in front of Cleveland in that ranking. I'm worried about them having Cleveland so high in those rankings.
Well, they got some holes, particularly in the pitching rotation.
Man, McKenzie was brutal last night.
Yeah, he's either hit or miss.
He's an arm that right now I would think if the Guardians had Shane Bieber and maybe Gavin Williams, if McKenzie's even pitching.
No, because if you got what you need 4. So he'd be the 5th.
I think he'd be on the DL.
No, he'd be
dealing with whatever's wrong with him.
Your last, it would be Bieber.
So I'm not trying to say he would be an odd man out in a rotation. They would be sitting him down to deal. Something's up with Tristan McKenzie.
Yeah,
and so I think that would be
opted they not would to get the surgery.
Yeah. And so I wonder if they would be like, "Hey, we're good. You can address the issue in your elbow."
Well, if he gets the surgery, he's not going to be back until 26.
So I guess that's
So
how do you tell a player, just give up 2 years?
Yeah, nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that.
Gavin Williams acquitted himself, I think, nicely on Thursday. He had a rehab start for the Clippers, and I think he's on the come. So it would provide some relief.
As long as he don't have no setbacks, which he's experienced plenty of.
I'm curious to hear your thoughts on a proposal because we don't know exactly with a month left before Major League Baseball's trade deadline. I'm okay if the Guardians say to a team, you give us this, we'll pick who you want at 1, and he can be yours. And you do that deal. And I'm talking like a potential ace in a rotation from a team that's a seller at the deadline. And you say, here, you can have whether it's Bazana from Oregon State or whether it's the player from Georgia.
Ace, you say?
I'm taking somebody that is fighting for an ace spot, yes.
Okay. That's very hard to come.
I'm going now because
it's going to take more than just the number 1
Probably.
pick.
That's fine. They can have Kyle Manzardo. If I'm the Guardians right now, I'm looking at Jose Ramirez. And I'm saying this window is closing. We owe it to him and obviously other players. But I'm looking at Ramirez and I'm saying, damn it, we're getting him a pennant. We're making the move now. And that might be what it takes. I am crazy. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I've come to terms now as I exit my
I'm trying to think of our
early 30s.
I'm trying to think of our current line. I think they need maybe 2 arms.
Think about it, and I will tell you why our long national nightmare is coming to an end soon. Next, it's Sports Saturday on The Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
We go to war for you. At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we're passionate about your rights, whether it's a slip and fall, a dog bite, or a motorcycle accident. We're on your side. Call 877-WAR-FOR-YOU for a free consultation or visit warforyou.com and let us fight for your rights. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com. Join us at Twin Peaks for every Copa America match today through July 14th. How will the U.S. fare against our neighbors to the south? Watch every game with 29-degree draft beers and wall-to-wall scenic views.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
We always come through for you when you need us to. That's ECO's promise to you. And for AC repair and installation, that means today, not tomorrow. If you have an air condition breakdown, we'll get a tech out to your home today. Or we'll give you a year's EcoFi Advantage membership for free. And make no mistake, we're a repair, not replace company. Our techs are trained to give you all your repair options. Sometimes, though, it just makes more financial sense to replace. And that's where we really come through for you when you need us to. Because we'll replace your AC system same day. No sleeping overnight in a hot, humid house. Or we'll take $1,500 off the cost of your new system and provide you with portable AC units for your bedroom. That's what coming through for you when you need us to means. So if you need AC repair, call ECO for same-day service. We'll get your home cool again. We'll make it happen today.
At geteco.com.
Rothman and Ice.
There's no way that Rob Pelinka didn't pick up the phone and at least ask LeBron, how do you feel about JJ?
You mean LeGM?
Yeah, LeGM.
Okay.
LeGM definitely had some type of say.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Now at White Castle, you can get 12 chicken rings for just $3.99. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside. Choose from classic, Hidden Valley Ranch, or new smoky barbecue. White Castle. Follow your crave. Limited time only at participating castles. Tax not included.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, welcome to the IKEA Midsummer Sale. Hello. Save up to 50% on outdoor furniture and indoor essentials and have your best summer.
Oh, how about storage for my inflatable flamingos?
We've got you covered. Let's turn your space into a summer haven with space for birds.
Awesome.
Visit us in store from June 12th to July 9th or at IKEA-USA.com/midsummer. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
The best of 2 leagues meet again this summer. Catch the stars of MLS and Liga MX as they show off their skills at the 2024 MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T. Tuesday, July 23rd at Lower.com Field. Tickets start at $25. Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster.
Meet Abdul and Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to Maryhaven.com today.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
During weekend programming, pants are optional.
Look at my butt!
However, leather chairs may have been a bad choice. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
All right, so the Cleveland Guardians are sending Tanner Bybee to the mound at 4:10 today in Kansas City. The Royals are going to be inducting Bo Jackson into their Hall of Fame.
Tanner Bybee's getting 10 strikeouts.
I was going to go opposite, but you know what? Damn it. I want to be optimistic, just like my friend Tyvis.
Listen, we ain't getting swept like that.
Just like my friend Tyvis, I'm going to play the optimism card.
There goes Tyvis.
we're not getting swept like that.
No.
We've been playing some really good baseball. I mean, when you just think about it, Quan has finally hit a slump. I think he's went hitless two times out of this series.
He's the catalyst for that offense. So when he is slumping,
because
you get nothing out of
you
2 through 9.
Yesterday they started the game off. Jose comes out, bombs the first one, bam, knocks it out the park. Usually Quan is on base. Or Jimenez, somebody. Nobody was a solo home run.
Did Quan leave the bases loaded twice on Thursday? Or just once, and there were runners on 2?
He probably did because I think he went hitless in that game. I'm pretty sure he went, or was it the last game with the Orioles? One of them games he went hitless, and I couldn't believe it. And he's done it twice now. So it's just he's in a slump.
So we had talked.
Pitching is atrocious.
Pitching's been bad. Tanner Bybee, not bad.
Not Lively. Lively was good.
Lively's been okay. Yeah. Bybee's been wonderful. Yeah. McKenzie's been not.
Allen,
Carrasco's not supposed to be in the spot. Allen has been also not great.
He still provided some good pitching.
He's done a game or two. At least there's 2 good starts out of him this year. But boy,
Allen is still hit or miss.
I don't want to wish away days, but the MLB trade deadline cannot come soon enough. Joey Chestnut thinks he can defeat our troops, Tyvis.
What do you mean?
So this comes, Tuesday? He was issued a invitation by the troops at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. Soldiers at Fort Bliss heard you might be looking for a place to eat on July 4th. We would love to invite you to our Pop Goes the Fort July 4th celebration to celebrate with our troops and see if you can take on some of our soldiers in a hot dog eating contest.
Well, they not going. They stand no chance.
Well, that's what Joey thinks, because he says, absolutely. I'm honored to celebrate America's birthday with the U.S. Army soldiers and their families. Bring me your best 4 eaters, and I'll take them down combined.
He probably will.
Yeah.
That's the sick part. Combined score. That's...
So that's going down. It'll be Thursday at 3:15.
I mean, he eating 60 again, and have you 4 of them?
But he's doing it for the troops.
15 apiece.
I haven't seen yet if they're gonna live stream the event.
I hope they do,
but they should.
People will watch that over the Nathans, because I don't think nobody. I'm not watching the Nathans, man. Maybe I will. It just won't be the same.
Your decision on it's gonna change. Knowing you, you're gonna change your mind 5 or 6 times. No, maybe.
You know what? No, you know what? No, I won't, because
you'll be on the air.
I'll be
until noon.
And it's at what time?
It's at noon. It's the famous Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest.
You'll
be right here.
Oh, no, I ain't watching.
Be able to watch it with your best friend, Timmy Hall.
I'm not watching it.
Timmy Hall's only friend.
There goes Tyvis.
You're gonna really love. You really love.
I'm glad they cut that little part of it, because it's a 2-minute song and we don't have 2 minutes. We do. We don't.
Common Man is a genius.
It's brilliant. Also, shout out to Jen, because I think she wrote a lot of that too.
Did she?
So it was a true team effort.
She is ghostwriter.
Yeah, and you can see the single is available on YouTube.
Yeah.
There goes Tyvis.
Trust me, my wife has played it. I don't know how many views it has, but my wife's probably
will be working to get it on Spotify for you.
Oh my gosh.
You can access it wherever you do your podcasting, but again, it is just right now contained within the podcast, which you should be subscribed to anyway. 5-star reviews for all of our shows. Asphalt Soldier tweets at me, Lakers have 4 titles in Minnesota. Don't those count? I think those count as their 17. I know he's being tongue-in-cheek with it, but the Lakers as an organization, yes, take Minnesota championships. If I was a Celtics fan, I would remind them of that constantly. You got 4 titles when you weren't even in Los Angeles, and you've got a title in a bubble that nobody saw. And you beat a coffee maker, or you beat a barista, I should call it.
You trying to say the Lakers aren't as good as they think they are?
I don't think I need to say it.
That's what you're implying.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the Laker fan is like the Michigan man. You just live in your own reality. That's fine. You can accept your championships from when they wore leather helmets, but I don't.
See, my thing with those is that I'm not a fan of ones that didn't have to play in the game. You didn't have to play a champion.
Of the Pick'em national champions, Richard Nixon could say, no, Nebraska, in fact.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like we played in the championship, we won the game. And I know that takes away some of Ohio State's as well, but I'm always a fan of because I can go back and say, oh, they played in this championship game against this team and they won.
Yeah. In 1969, Nixon crowned Texas the national champion after they beat Arkansas in a regular season game. But it was a game of the century. So, All right, my friend. It was wonderful today. I hope everybody out there has a wonderful 4th of July holiday. Please be safe. No fireworks if you're a professional athlete that we rely on. Tyvis and I not back next Saturday, so we hope you and all of yours have a safe, happy, healthy Independence Day. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time on The Fan.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per $1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
That's the sound of sweat. Falling drip by miserable drip. Because your AC has decided to call it quits in this heat. But the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team never quits. So no sweat. The Waterworks offers same-day AC service to help you keep your cool this summer. And that sounds amazing. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
When you're drinking a frozen beverage from McDonald's, your brain may not like how refreshingly cold it is. But the rest of your body, oh yes, it's gonna relish every moment of it. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Refresh yourself with an any-size frozen drink like a Sprite Lemonade for just $1.79 and paired with a McCrispy and fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Save big money at Menards and tame your landscape with 80-volt outdoor power equipment from Masterforce. Designed with power and performance in mind, you can now maximize your productivity with a new Flex Connect system. Quickly switch from different Flex Connect attachments like the hedge trimmer, pole saw, string trimmer, edger, and more to turn the power of one tool into multiple. Kickstart your project today with Masterforce at Menards and see the rest of our deals on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
The Beat That Heat fan campaign is underway. Help Ohio's most vulnerable residents this summer. Purchase new box fans and take them to the nearest Franklin, Madison, or Marion County fire station. The Fan 10 TV Beat That Heat fan campaign is sponsored by Newman Roofing.
The Ohio Egg Fest is back for its 10th year, presented by Specialty Gas House and Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Join us for this big green egg grilling competition at Fortress Obetz on Saturday, July 27th. Enjoy all-you-can-eat food from 36 cook teams, live music from North to Nashville, cooking demos, giveaways, and more. Don't miss out on discounted big green egg grill packages with over $600 off retail and a lifetime warranty. Pre-order online at theohioeggfest.com today. Before they sell out, all proceeds benefit cancer research at the James. Get your discounted big green egg grills and your taster tickets now at theohioeggfest.com. Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at